Alright, Conor here again for Forge Intelligence. So today's topic is going to be how to overload the lats in this most shortened position. So if you look at how the lat sort of works, its functions sort of look like, sort of humerus depression, sort of hips lateral depression to the side, elbow tuck in, as well as sort of adduction. It adds to the body as well as flexes over. So this is a one arm motion. You won't really address those hips lateral sides because you have to compensate the other side, so you need one arm. The other thing to notice is it's really hard to get loading in from the side. This exercise does that, and unlike certain other variations, stability is not a limiting factor. You want the muscle you're training to be a limiting factor of the exercise. You want it to be stability or some shit like that, or else your ability to overload in time is going to go down. Using these, I've done it for clients, sort of lats switch on, whatever that means, straight away. And one thing you should do know, and I haven't told you this, but doing a good phase of these one arm rows, really addressing lats like this, took my 2-arm regular cable row up a genuine 30%. Why did my bench press, squat, deadlifts jump up like that? I don't know, but it really was a great sort of accessory exercise towards that. And now I'm shifting pretty good loads there. So in terms of the setup, right? So it's trying to get something that sort of angles in towards a fibre like this. A lot of the fibres of lats sort of run, some run down up here, a lot of them just sort of cave in like that. And understanding how these fibres are run will sort of tell you how you can load it best. So this one here, sort of grab the cable just like that. Instead of just sort of facing straight on, which sort of addresses this function, not this function, you just sort of shift to the side. Now the other thing to understand here to make sure stability is not a factor, you really want to push hard this leg into the platform. You want to drive this hand really hard in. Little fun fact, some interesting things go on with the brain with the other side pushing to create more force than the other arm actually pulling, which is quite interesting. So you get in a position sort of like this, right? So you sort of angled slightly, not too much or anything like that. And there, how the movement's trying to go, again, you start with that sort of depression aspect here, and you're sort of trying to drive the elbow to the side. In fact, your thought process throughout this shouldn't be thinking back, you should be thinking in, pulling the elbow towards that spine. In fact, the lowest front spine ideally. Sort of pulling through like that. Sort of notice on the way up, let the humerus do most of the work, and don't overly lengthen this part here. Rule of thumb, overstretching takes away from the lats. Sort of drive in through there, like so. One thing, you are twisting, you're not twisting forward. Twisting up and slightly back at the end, okay? Give it a shot. You can really load this one up, pretty much just as high as, a good starting position actually for this one is whatever your conventional one-arm dumbbell row is, as long as it's not some fucking chicken shit pumping form, you can probably start with on this one. And then honestly, you can actually progress. A lot of that pump war stuff will escalate from there. So hopefully that was handy, and try out in training.